Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. Today I would like to do a walkthrough of how the secondary market of digital miners on GoMining is doing in terms of how many secondary sales there have been and ease of selling your existing digital miner. So follow me and let's take a look together. So this is the GoMining website's marketplace page, and you can go to the statistics to view what has been sold. So let's look at unique miner purchases here. There have been 373,440 unique miner purchases completed. I guess that is a lifetime number. And if I go to secondary purchases, there have been 93,226 resold miners. That's interesting. And it tells you, so these are miners just being purchased, 4,659 pages of secondary sales. So this miner has 1 terahash in power and 20 watts per terahash in efficiency. Let's see, it would cost me about £18.66 to create a new miner with the same setup. So that's almost $24 per terahash. And over here, the same, it's slightly cheaper, $23.69. So I guess there is a slight advantage in buying a secondary miner of equal measure. Let's compare some others. So this particular one, power 175.45 terahash. There isn't one of equal measure, I guess, if I created a brand new miner. So if I go for 192 and efficiency at 2 watts per terahash, then it means the cost would be about 21.28 terahash, and annual return on investment would be up to 41.61% if I create a brand new miner. But if I bought a secondary one, this 175 terahash power with 20 watts per terahash efficiency miner would deliver up to 135.18% in annual return on investment, because it's only priced at $1,144.57. That equals a unit price of $6.52 per terahash. So that, in comparison, is amazing. I know this isn't direct comparison because the computing power is different. The new miner I'm creating has higher computing power, but if I go for one with lower power, it's still the same. The unit price is much higher than the secondary miner we are seeing here, which is great for buyers, but not so much for sellers.
And what's even more strange is that a few days later, I went back to the page for the same miner, so number 3374. The power and efficiency levels are still the same, but the price has changed significantly. Now it's priced at $27.13 per terahash with an annual return on investment of up to 33.79%. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Why does it change so much?
And let's look at another one. This miner has 1 terahash in power and 20 watts per terahash in efficiency, and it was supposedly sold for $51.60. It still has the buy miner button, which suggests it hasn't been sold yet. It's in the history of secondary purchases, so I'm not sure why that is. And it's showing $51.60 per terahash, which is pretty steep. If I created a new miner, the price would only be $23.99 per terahash, so a lot lower. It doesn't make sense then for anybody to actually purchase the secondary one unless you are really into NFT for its collection value, which I'm not personally into.
So I took a screenshot of some of the miners on sale from September. Now we can have a look at whether they still exist on this marketplace, because if they don't anymore, then that suggests they've been sold.
So I can't find any of the miners being advertised in the secondary marketplace about a month ago, suggesting they were all sold. But I guess it could be them changing the advertised price, or it could be the owners deciding not to sell anymore. It's not so easy to tell, but it's an indication potentially all of those miners have been sold and it's fairly liquid in the secondary marketplace. But personally, I still don't really see how somebody would benefit from buying a secondary miner versus creating a brand new one when the return on investment could be higher. Create a new miner. There is no incentive to buy a secondary miner in that case, which suggests to me that if you want to exit your investment and you want to sell your miner in a secondary marketplace, potentially you'd have to reduce the price on your miner in order to make a sale, meaning you might lose money on the capital you invested in the first place, and that would make a dent in your return on investment. So yeah, after this exercise, I am still not sure that I would feel comfortable with investing a lot of my money into one miner or multiple miners. It's quite a long-term game, it seems. You are supposed to be in here for the long term and hoping that you would get a lot of value from Bitcoin rewards and the Bitcoin price increase so that you wouldn't care so much about the capital you've put into the miner in the first place. That seems to be a very secondary point. It's almost a bit like buying a depreciating asset, but that asset can generate passive income for you. Maybe a bit like buying a car and renting it out to people so that you collect rents on this car, but you know if you wanted to sell this car secondhand, you are going to get less money than you put in the first place. The GoMining website does explain that each miner is also an NFT. So this secondary marketplace is really an NFT marketplace. If the NFT market takes off, then you might make a huge amount of money on your miner NFT as well, alongside the passive income it has been generating. So what do you think? Is the secondary marketplace on GoMining more like an NFT platform? Do you agree with my car rental business analogy? If you think you have a great answer, I'd love to hear it down below in the comment section. And just so you know, I'm not affiliated with GoMining in any way. Everything I share in this video is purely my own experience. If you want to try out GoMining yourself as well, I will share a referral code or link in the comment section. If you use it at checkout, you'll get 5% discount, and I believe I will get some GoMining token as well as a bonus. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful. If so, please drop me a like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And please feel free to share this video with anybody who might benefit from this content. It really helps me grow my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.